The idea was based on Empress Cixi. She was an empress in China in like 1800s to about 1900, and she was also known as like the Dragon Lady. And so the idea was this woman that maybe is a little devious, but she's strong, she's powerful, she's royal, and she's gorgeous. So Bibhu had talked about a gold brow he had seen. And so I showed him, we did like the gold brow, and then the red shadow. I had showed him this pigment, and he said it reminded him of something his mother used to use, where she would put her bindi. So I put that on the top of her eyes, and he was like, it's magical. And they look so gorgeous when they're walking down the runway. It's such a pretty look, and it fits the collection so well. The clothes are so beautiful.
With the look, working with Bibhu, what's so great about him is he always has a muse. So to pull inspiration from Bibhu is the easiest thing in the world. And he goes and tells you this elaborate story, which is so great. And then I'll try to pick out like certain things out of that. And what I liked about this is when you think of a concubine, the concubine Cixi, she kind of did the exact opposite of what you think a concubine would do. Because a concubine, when you think of that, you think of submissive, you think of being controlled. This one was exactly the opposite. She wanted the power. So she killed everybody else. So you have that chaotic side of it. Over here we have that nice controlled bun. It's kind of cleaner. We're gonna make it cleaner. And then over here you have this chaotic wave. And this chaotic wave, what that shows is that when you're sitting in the audience, you're going to get one experience as the model walks one way. And as she turns around, that mystery, that surprise is going to be revealed to you the other way. So you're getting both sides are getting the experience, just at different times.
It was inspired by the Empress Cixi, who was the last, really she ruled the last 50 years of her life, the Chinese Empire. And she was a peasant girl, but she rose to power with her mind, body, everything she had, and she really wanted to rule the empire, and she did for 50 years. And that's the strength and courage that I want to instill in Bibhu women, and women in general, anywhere, to really make them believe in themselves, that they can be who they are.
Bibhu, I love India. I love all things Indian, including Bibhu. And he really manages to sort of take some inspiration from his native country, and he kind of takes it and really transcribes it into a Western kind of look, which is hard, I think, there are a lot of great designers in India who kind of can't make the transition to the West. And although it felt very Chinese this time, like there was a real kind of Chinese flavor. And I loved the beading and the embroidery. Those were amazing, which is like a real Indian kind of classic signature move. And the gowns, I mean, it's very gowny for like ladies who love glamour.
The clothes are so nice and so beautiful. I'm wearing like a long skirt and a blue coat. It's a very warm and very nice coat.
The collection is stunning. I mean, there's coats and there's beautiful dresses, and I feel like this looks rich, and the clothes look very rich and chic, and everything is put together in a way that looks architectural, I guess. Yeah, it's stunning. It looks super, super rich and super powerful. Beautiful.
Well, first of all, I'm a huge fan of Bibhu, and I'm really passionate about his craftsmanship and how his collections they're so architectural, yet at the same time, there's such a feminine, luxurious, touch to every last piece. Bibhu knows I just love him to death, so I would never miss his show.
I'm here to see Bibhu. I'm just so excited to see his vibrant collection. It's always so fun and festive and colorful, and yeah.
the furs, the textiles that are woven in Como or in India, and the silks, the furs, the leathers, the exotic skins, all of it was just pulled together. And my amazing collaboration with Hanes for the legwear, Christian Louboutin for the shoes, Forever Mark diamonds, Zainab in leather accessories, and Ella McHugh handbags. So it was a good force, all the good forces coming together make it happen.
I mean, when you look at his clothes and you look at the softness and the the strong lines in the silhouette, and then this time he went a little further than he normally goes, right? So he's got like leather harnesses, and it's a very strong look. He always uses strong women, but this is like literally strong.
Give her that authority. She's maybe wearing a dress, but she has what it takes to really let her voice heard, and that's important. I think it's a bigger collection, and it's a very confident collection, and it has a lot of different things from day to evening. So it's a lot of separate, a lot of ready-to-wear dresses, gowns, everything. It needs to be modern, it needs to be fresh, it needs to work with what she already have in her wardrobe.
Well, you know what? I'm actually always inspired by how much Bibhu can always stay true to himself in his designs and still put out an entire collection that looks completely new. And I think today, when you see a lot of designers, I think the mark of a great designer is really knowing your brand. And he just, in terms of his prints, and again, I always go back to the word architectural. I always think of that when I think of him. And so I'm just expecting more fantastic work from him.
She's someone global, she travels, she's educated, she believes in herself. She's not only passionate about fashion, she's passionate about anything that she has in her life, and really, really global.